My name is Tarutr.
And my name is Merzia.
This is your weekly business roundup for HSN. First up is SoftBank's record investment into Flipkart. Last week, SoftBank was trying to facilitate a merger between Snapdeal and Flipkart. Unfortunately, it fell through, leaving SoftBank quite angry. They took action quite fast. They put in almost $2.5 billion into Flipkart, Snapdeal's biggest rivals in India. This now means that Flipkart has picked up nearly $3 billion in their latest series of funding from big names like Tencent, eBay, and Microsoft. Amazon, who have been trying their best to get into the Indian market, are now going to be battling a consortium of Alibaba, Paytm, eBay, Flipkart, and SoftBank.
Now that you bring up Amazon, I thought I would speak about it and how it's transformed globally. So Amazon has recently expanded to Southeast Asia and opened and launched its Prime Now instant delivery service in Singapore. And that has really affected the Singapore market in terms of their smaller online businesses like Honeybee, and of course the Southeast Asian giant Alibaba. Singapore is a great place to launch any business, so Amazon thinks that they are launching it in the right place. Singapore consumers are busy and they love convenience and they love the idea of having a range of products. This matches our proposition exactly, is what Amazon says.
Amazon is not just looking to expand in Singapore, it's looking to expand in India as well. There's been talk of one of the biggest expansions in the research and development departments. Currently, Amazon already has 50,000 employees in India. That's the highest outside of USA. They're looking for over 1,000 people for positions in software engineering and technicians in mostly Bangalore, but across the country. At the moment, there are 1,245 open positions on the Amazon website, but an Amazon executive told Times of India that the only limit would be the amount of talent in India.
Yeah, I think India's got an abundance of talent, and I think the online market is really taking over. What are your thoughts about that?
I think Amazon's really got to push forward, considering what we were saying about Flipkart earlier. They are taking on Alibaba and the rest of Southeast Asia, but they need to push Flipkart out of India. That's their biggest market.
Yeah. So just to stick with the online and internet interface, I thought I would mention something that Facebook has taken on recently. They are introducing a new video service. So as you know, Facebook Lives are very popular, but users will soon see a new Watch tab, which offers a range of shows, including originals, that have been funded by Facebook themselves and advertising and other social networks. It will be personalized, so the users can discover new shows, for different age groups, women, men, children, based on what their friends are watching. Viewers will be able to see that and take recommendations from them through comments and likes and etc. And it will focus on factual entertainment as well, like cookery, fitness, and travel-themed programs. So I think that's a really cool initiative on Facebook's end, because web series and video streaming has become so popular these days.
So is it going to be more of a Netflix situation, or are they just going to curate videos?
So I think it's more like a YouTube interface now. So what they're going to do is kind of, I guess it's not going to be as long like web series that Netflix creates. So I think that's a good start for them. Maybe eventually they'll launch into creating originals and who knows what from then.
Facebook are going to be very happy with Isha Ambani's latest tweet. She was telling us that JioFiber, a new home broadband service that Reliance is coming out with, is going to be available from Diwali, and they're offering 100 GB of data a month at just ₹500, with speeds of as much as 1 GB a second, which is quite incredible. Reliance are already offering a 3-month package for free for customers for 100 GB at 100 GB per second speeds. So this is Reliance really pushing into the Indian market. They're doing the best to get everyone out there.
I think this is really cool because that brings me into my next little news piece. YouTube has, of course, expanded over the years, and one of the bigger things that they have now gotten into is fitness videos. And as we know, Jane Fonda sold millions through her, pioneering video DVDs. And now fitness vloggers like Cassie Ho have taken over YouTube, and they are just people like her are just going global and really attracting the mass audiences because it's such low production cost for them to create videos like this just in their own home. They don't really ever need equipment as well. And people love a more intimate and interactive session, which is what these YouTubers offer to them. So a study by marketing platform MuseFind found that 92% of people preferred hearing about brands from influencers, which is what YouTube and or other companies have taken on and try to advertise using the help of YouTubers who are popular personalities these days, like Cassie Ho. So Nike and Adidas can go up to Cassie and say, hey, can you wear some of my new yoga pants? And she'll market it to them, and people will be very excited about that. So I think that's another very interesting initiative, and will help a lot of other brands expand as well.
Yeah, it's quite interesting. And there's something that might work in the online space for the Indians, because ICICI Bank are thinking about starting a virtual credit card, something that's there all over the world. So if you want to pay for a service online, you want to pay for a YouTube thing, you want to pay for an advertisement, you want to go shopping. Today you've got to go through a credit card service, you've got to put in your OTP. It's a bit of a hassle.
Yeah.
So ICICI have started something called virtual credit card, where for pre-approved users, put in your details, it's hassle-free, it takes seconds rather than minutes, and you're good to go. It's what the rest of the world already has and what we've been lacking for a while. Yeah.
Do you think ICICI is going to launch an app anytime soon?
I think they've got a basic app just to check their accounts, but it's going to take a while just because there are so many people in India who don't have internet yet. Reliance are doing their best.
Yeah. Well, apps have taken over the world. And so one of the newer apps, 2017 born, was FaceApp. And launched something called the black face feature recently. So FaceApp removed its feature blackface because of after 24 hours of updating its app. What blackface basically entails is that now people can change and edit their pictures into different races and ethnicities, and that of course took over and went viral on social media, and immediately the FaceApp CEO promised that the features would be removed in a couple of hours, and basically said and addressed his audience that there was no bad intentions from it at all. But the app basically entails taking pictures and making you look either older or younger, or a man or a woman, whatever you want, just to have a little fun. So I think in the fun and games, they got a little too carried away.
Well, at least they apologized and got over it, hopefully. In other news, the censorship issue seems to have gotten to Lipstick Under My Burqa. The film that became famous due to Nilhani's need to ban it because it was too lady-oriented has now gone to court asking for help fighting piracy. What they want is simple. They want sites that don't have permission to not stream the video. It's a reasonable request. Unfortunately, the High Court has gone a little too far in their ambitions to help them out. So they've banned over 2,000 websites, which is a little silly. Unfortunately for them, one of the websites they banned is called the Internet Archive. Now, as the name suggests, it's just a server with all of the internet's pages. It's a museum of sorts online. Now, it's got some sensitive information, some old information, a lot of cat videos. That's all it is. Unfortunately, if you ban the Internet Archive, it's a sort of litmus test. So countries that tend to ban the Internet Archive are countries that have things to hide. So Putin's Russia, for example, banned it because they found one website that criticized the government. So it's not a malicious event, it's just a mistake. And it's not going to help lipstick under my burqa, who only got where they are because of their strong ethics and the way they wanted to fight censorship. It's a strange situation for everyone to be in.
Yeah. So, Lipstick Under My Burqa is a very women-oriented film, so I thought I'd transition into men and stress at work and how it's causing poor mental health issues in men. So a study recently found that 32% of men at work have poor mental health issues as compared to the 14% of women, which I found very surprising. So I read into it a little more. And it said that about 29% of the men that were surveyed said that they had not taken time off of work versus 43% of the women that had these issues. And so one of the men kind of stood up and had something to say about it, and he said, men just don't talk, and we need to, and it's about breaking down that stigma. And I think that's important because I feel like men have this thing where they just, kind of have to go to work and they have to, they can't stay at home all day, versus the women, don't have that stereotypical, or rather the women also have that stereotypical mindset where they can leave work, for whatever reason it may be. So he also says employers do need to recognize the different approaches they may need to adopt in how they address mental health in the workplace, which is again very important, and I thought was a different piece of news and just a nice fact to go off on.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you heard about the piece of paper that went viral maybe a month or so ago about a woman who sent a mail to her boss saying, listen, I've got to take some time off. I've got to take a day off for my mental health.
Yeah.
And the boss replied saying, you have to do this. Yeah, we need more people to do this. Do you mind if I tell everyone that's why you're taking it off? Because I want to encourage our employees to do it. And it just went viral because, well, a lot of people seem to agree with that study.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that. Okay, that was great. And I think that's all for what we have today. Thank you for watching.
Yeah.